Welcome back to our journey through ancient Egypt. In our last episode, we explored the golden age of the New Kingdom. We saw the rise of legendary pharaohs like Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, and Akhenaten. But what happened after the New Kingdom? How did Egypt change in the following centuries? Today, we'll dive into the late period of ancient Egypt, a time filled with challenges, foreign invasions, and attempts at revival. Let's begin our story. The late period began around 664 BC after the fall of the New Kingdom and the tumultuous Third Intermediate Period. Egypt was fragmented and weak, with different regions controlled by various local rulers. Soon, a new dynasty emerged, striving to reunite the country. The 26th dynasty, also known as the Saite Dynasty, was founded by Psamtik I. He managed to bring a semblance of stability and prosperity to Egypt, starting what is often called the Saite Renaissance. Psamtik I was a skilled leader who reunited Egypt by forming alliances and strengthening the military. He also encouraged the revival of traditional Egyptian art, culture, and religion. This period saw a resurgence in building projects, with temples being constructed and older monuments restored. The Saite dynasty tried to recapture the glory of Egypt's past, but they faced many external threats. Egypt was not isolated from the rest of the ancient world. The Assyrians and Babylonians, two powerful empires, were expanding their territories. Egypt had to navigate these threats carefully. Despite their efforts, the Egyptians couldn't keep the Assyrians at bay forever. In 671 BC, the Assyrian king Esarhaddon invaded Egypt, capturing Memphis, the capital. This was a major blow, but the Egyptians managed to regain control after the Assyrians withdrew. After the fall of the Assyrian Empire, the Babylonians under King Nebuchadnezzar II rose to power. They also sought to control Egypt. The Egyptians allied with various regional powers to resist Babylonian domination. Despite numerous battles, Egypt managed to remain relatively independent, though weakened by constant warfare. The biggest challenge came from the Persian Empire. In 525 BC, the Persian king Cambyses II launched a successful invasion of Egypt. This marked the beginning of the First Persian period. The Persians ruled Egypt as a satrapy, or province, for nearly 2 centuries. They respected Egyptian customs and religion to some extent, but imposed heavy taxes and strict control. Throughout Persian rule, there were several Egyptian uprisings. One notable revolt was led by Amyrtaeus, who declared himself pharaoh around 404 BC, briefly restoring native rule. However, this independence was short-lived. The Persians reasserted control until the arrival of Alexander the Great. In 332 BC, Alexander the Great, the Macedonian king, conquered Egypt. The Egyptians saw him as a liberator from Persian rule. Alexander was crowned pharaoh, and he founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a major cultural and intellectual center. His arrival marked the end of the late period and the beginning of the Ptolemaic dynasty, where Greek and Egyptian cultures would blend. Before we wrap up, let's reflect on what we learned last time. Remember the grand achievements of the New Kingdom? What do you think was the most impressive aspect? Was it the majestic temples, the powerful pharaohs, or the vast empire? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The late period was a time of foreign domination, but also of resilience and cultural revival. Egypt's ability to adapt and survive through these challenges is a testament to its enduring legacy. Next week, we will explore the Ptolemaic dynasty and how Egypt transformed under Greek rule. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes on the fascinating history of ancient Egypt. Stay tuned for our next episode where we delve into the Ptolemaic dynasty. This is when Egypt becomes a melting pot of Greek and Egyptian cultures. You won't want to miss the story of Cleopatra and the dramatic end of ancient Egypt as an independent civilization. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. See you next week.